Aluminum flows at 700 degrees Celsius. It's poured into a casting machine, which keeps it hot. Then, workers skim the oven surface to pull out any impurities and shut the oven door. Deep inside the casting machine, liquid aluminum is injected into a mold. 5 minutes later, the Z4's crankcase's rock-solid center, known as the insert, emerges. But that's just the beginning of this crankcase. Aluminum is a lightweight and strong metal, and that's why many high-performance crankcases are made entirely of aluminum. But BMW wanted an even lighter crankcase to help perfectly balance the Z4's weight over the front and rear axles. Perfect balance leads to agile handling. So how do you make a lighter crankcase? By using a lighter metal.
And BMW is first within the automotive industry to bring magnesium into a crankcase.
Magnesium is lighter than aluminum, but there's also a downside. Magnesium is weaker and is easily corroded by water. So BMW devised a crankcase with an aluminum center to handle most of the engine's moving parts and water cooling. Then they surrounded the center with magnesium. The result is a crankcase that's 24% lighter. It's strong where it needs to be and lightweight where it can be.
Here you see the 6-cylinder engine block with the insert and the magnesium surround. So the piston runs here in the cylinder lines. The water cooling runs also in the aluminum inserts. The oil cooling runs in the magnesium alloy.
But working with magnesium presents a serious problem. It's dangerous. Magnesium is harmless stacked in solid bars, but all that changes once robots pick up the bars and drop them into an oven. The magnesium is melted at 700 degrees Celsius. Now it's a fire hazard. Liquid magnesium erupts into flames when exposed to air. That's why liquid magnesium has to be moved in special airtight containers. All of the effort to handle the dangerous magnesium eventually pays off when it reaches the molding machine. Now, the magnesium casting process begins. First, the aluminum center of the crankcase is automatically fed to the machine. Robots load it into a massive 58-ton airtight mold. Then, a violent high-pressure injection. 58 pounds of liquid magnesium shoots into the mold in 1/10 of a second. As the magnesium cools, it contracts around the aluminum center. 20 seconds later, a crankcase emerges, solid, but still piping hot. The foundry creates 2,000 of these crankcases every day.
With this product we are the world champion. It's the lightest 6-cylinder inline crankcase of the world. It weighs about 30 kilograms and I easily can pick it up.
The finished crankcases are shipped 45 miles southwest to BMW's plant in the heart of Munich, Germany. BMW stands for Bavarian Motor Works, and this historic Bavarian city is where BMW got its start in 1916. The company began by making aircraft engines.